Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another demo, and today we're messing around with some bases. These are actually new. I actually just got them today. They're from Crippled God Foundry, and it's a brand new campaign called The Rotting One. We don't have all the files on it yet. I believe I'm still missing some of the campaign details, but looks pretty cool based on some of the models we're looking at already. And I want to do a refresher on the quick and easy base supporting method that I already covered, which uses the support painter to do a majority of the dirty work. And I'm going to be excessively sloppy this time because I just want to demonstrate how much this will actually work and slim down your workflow. I did speed up this video a little bit. This is about 2 times faster. This was about 28 minutes, I think, total, but I didn't want to let you guys sit through that at regular speed. That's kind of boring. And essentially each base gets supported in a very similar manner, but not exactly the same. So there are some subtle differences between each one and how each one is supported. There are differences between each base and how they're balanced a little bit, but honestly those are so minuscule differences that it's just because I'm doing each one a little differently. I don't ever kind of do them exactly the same. Anyway, I hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween. It was a good holiday for us. Always enjoy that one. We have some new sales coming up on the shop as well. Don't forget, use the code HOLIDAY on our Etsy store for free shipping on anything over $25. You can also check out our main site and use the same code, HOLIDAY, as well when you place an order. And that will also net you free shipping on anything placed over $25. So go ahead and take advantage of that. We're also going to be participating in the cyber sale with Etsy as well. So I believe that starts November 17th, which should be pretty cool. We're going to have some other offers coming out as well during the months of November and December as we move into Christmas, which is of course another fun time of year. Now again, guys, I stress this a lot, but please, 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 please always remember to check for contact points whenever you're doing bases. It's super important because the very first part of that base that starts is going to be the part that makes it succeed or fail in most cases. A base is a pretty simple object to support. It doesn't always need to have a forest of supports. I'm using mediums and lights, and my mediums and lights are pretty small. So this is a good variation, and I put a couple heavies in the middle just to keep them from popping free, because on some of my printers, especially the large format printers, they do have a tendency to pop free if there's not enough optimal supporting done. And so I will tend to support these myself rather than using the pre-support files. For the most part though, Crippled God Foundry's pre-support files do actually work really well, and I do actually plan on doing a video on that this week as well when I have a moment to, and we're going to talk about how I handle pre-supporting, and I do a little modification to what they actually have on their files, so I don't use them as is in most cases. I will modify the pre-supporting, but that's because they also give you the option to do so. They're giving you the Lychee files, which are great because they know a lot of users are using it, so they're giving you an option to actually author that file. You can modify, change where the supports appear and things like that, and I think that's a really cool option to have. And there's not a lot of files that I get that are like that, so it's very handy that Crippled God Foundry is very, very versed in that, and they offer multiple file types, and you get the pre-support in STL, you get the pre-support in Lychee files, so you do get the options, and it's beneficial to have both, really, and in case you want to do them yourself, in case you want to hollow them. There's a lot of options there as far as different ways you can do that. So again, having the STL file is great, having the pre-supported STL is great, having the pre-supported Lychee file is even better. Lychee does not like pre-supported files very much, so when using Lychee, it's actually best to either support the file yourself or, go with the actual Lychee file if they have one. And if they don't, then just do yourself a favor and support the file yourself, because it's going to give you a harder time trying to use a pre-supported file that was not created for Lychee. I've had lots of problems with that in the past. It's been major issues. So that's why we do this. We try to eliminate issues by doing it in such a way that, Lychee will handle it better. Again, I'm using the same technique on a majority of these bases with very similar placement, only just adjusting it based on how the support painter kind of places it. And that is based on interval. I do feel like sometimes I work a little too fast for the support painter. It'll skip over areas occasionally, and then I'll go back over that same area and it'll let me do it. And I'm almost kind of like, well, did I go too quickly the first time, perhaps? I'll try that a few times. It does actually do that. So again, I think it might just be me working too quick. And we'll just check the last contact point. Always important. I know I stress that a lot. Probably the most common thing I say. Contact points. Don't forget your contact points. It's a broken record. You know why? Because it's really important. Now, obviously, the end result was, as in the title of the video, is we wanted to have 15 bases ready to print. So we're going to clone these guys because I used all of the 25mm designs for this particular series. So I'm just going to duplicate them and make 15 of them. Because why not? I can actually fit 20 on this plate, but I'm not going to squeeze them in for this particular demonstration. Just going to do the 15. This is a decent number to print anyway. I mean, in most cases, you're probably not going to need 15 25mm bases for yourself if this is what you're doing. If you're like me and you sell minis, then you probably will need a lot more than 15. Because everything gets a base. Now these are some very nice stylized bases. They have some very nice detail in them. Obviously make sure you don't have any object overlap when you move stuff around. That's why I'm kind of hiding objects and bringing them back in so that I can see if I did anything like that. I don't use the auto arrange feature because in the past it has actually moved the object, not just arranged it, and so I kind of avoid using it because I feel like it's a little glitchy on occasion. So I just move them myself. I prefer that. At least then I know where they are. And there we go. There's our 15 bases. Ready to print. Supported. Good to go. Organized. I mean, that's how much neater could you want that? Come on, that's great. And we'll just put it a little bit maybe more center. And that's it. We just need to export this file and we're all done. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, if you're interested in other types of videos, if you want to learn more about slicers, Lychee, Tango, drop a comment, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you think. We really appreciate it. We'll see you soon.